Hello, everyone. Has a lot of comments, but I commend them for having a good structure in terms of the flow of the research and organization. But let's be very specific. Okay. So for the sake of confidentiality, I will not be revealing the title or the group name. So let's tackle one by one. So when you write your title, you have to use uh, commonly used fonts, no? So for this research, I will allow only Arial and Times Roman. So all the text that you will be using is basically going to be Times Roman or Arial, the normal Arial, not the narrow, not the thick one, etc., etc. So what are the rules trying to present your research, no? So let's tackle one by one. The first is, if you would notice, I think the introduction and the title has underline. So you have to change it to Arial or Times Roman because everything should be commonly commonly fonted, if there's such a word, no? So iisang font lang. There should only be one font. If you're using Times Roman, then everything should be Times Roman. If you're using Arial, then you should use Arial. Okay. Okay, so this one should not be can this should be highlighted or in box, but there are lines. Okay, this I this is boundary. No, the O. This is not supposed to be present, or you will be your margin from top meaning here to the sides should be 1 inch, including the ones in the bottom, 1 inch. So all sides should be 1 inch. Okay? Okay. The word gaps here, itong naka-highlight, this should be taken away if you're going to submit the final format, no? Because when I had my video for the lecture on writing introduction, I just place it for the sake of so that you'll be guided. Okay? So gap text, intention to answer the gap, etc. So look at the sample. I said here, look at the sample on how it should look, no? I think I have questions. Wait lang. I have questions with regards to the intention of the gap. When you talk about intention of the gap, it talks about what will your study wants to do, no? Or maybe this is just a grammatical issue because I was very, very violently reacting on was made to know. You can easily say the study intends or attempts to examine, attempts to investigate, attempts to find out. So you simplify your word, no? You don't have to be very, very wordy, no? So if you're going to talk about finding out or examining, so which part? So you can use the guide, just like I always remind all writers, you can use the guide of the statements of the problem, no? So what do you want to find out? Ano yung question number 1? What's question number 2? What's question number 3? So this can be enumerated in this paragraph. In this paragraph, guys, no? Do you want to know the levels of blah blah? Do you want to find out the strategies of blah blah blah? Okay, so that's where you place it in this paragraph, no? Because this paragraph does not seem to look like you wanted to have an intention. Okay? All see, furthermore, it also provides information. Uh provides information. You're still attempting or you have done attempted already, no? Pwede naman kasi kung gusto kayo ng research, this study aimed, no? Past tense na. So I suggest past tense na, guys, kasi you're already doing your data, 'di ba? Your data analysis. So you'll be proceeding soon to recommendation and results and discussion. Okay, so that's it. So in this part, look on sample, you can easily get it. Okay, background of the study seems to be okay, except that uh, I think some of these ideas are coming from some authors or some background of other authors, no? So you have to place the references. Okay. Okay. So remove natin tong specific background on marketing and logistics, etc. Just ignore the way I comment, ha? You know naman. I mean, just to make emphasis. Okay. Now I see here some like SHRM. Okay. So when you say SHRM, you cannot use acronym for the first time, guys. If you're going to use it for the first time, you have to spell it out, no? So, which means if you use it for the second time in the later literature, you can already uh, use the acronym. And then what's the other problem? If you're going to use an acronym, a website, or an last name, you have to place the year when you got it, no? Always. Always, always. Okay? So don't always get away from the format. I mean, I have given you format naman. So what you can do is just see it, check it, and don't try to be different. No, in research there is a template, there is a format. You cannot get away from the format because this is a formal writing. No, this is not creative writing or pasiklaban writing. No, so this goes along to everyone. No, not just this group. Okay, here. See a Big Media. Make sure, guys, you search this in the websites that I provided you because those are reputable. If you're just getting this in the Google form, then this can be detected as, non-reputable websites. Okay? So make sure. So this can be detected, especially if you submit this for publication in the international publication. Okay? Uh, Okay, in this part, punctuation marks, guys, do not forget, no? Okay. Okay, yan. I have the reminder already. Acronym should be spelled out if used for the first time. Okay. Okay, let's go to the expected outcome. The expected outcome is, you can mention, for example, the study uh, is expected to generate information about what? So doon naman tayo, we can always go back to the flow of the statements of the problem. The study is expected to generate information about, for example, variables on the priorities of spending, ano ba, uh, behavior of uh, poor consumers, etc. Then what's next, no? That is just I mean, the result. But what's next? Are you going to make policies? 'Di ba nasa video 'yon? Are you going to frame guidelines? Blah blah blah. Are you going to make a manual, for example? So you have to explain ano yung expected outcome. You don't just stop from getting the information or analyzing it. There should be an expected outcome or output. Okay? So go back to the example. So this submission of introduction, methodology, and literature, you need to place the statements of the problem here, no? So for you not to confuse, kasi my example has different formats, no? I ask you to do it in paragraph form. So you can choose to ang tawag dito, to form your statements of the problems as a paragraph. You can do that. Or you can just plainly enumerate it. So you may choose each one. No? Although I suggest na paragraph form na. Literature review. Okay, so no underline again. No underline. Okay. So I see some gray font. I have been checking outputs for how many years, and I practice and I train people for journalism and writing. So there are, I'm not perfectly a detector, but these are red flags in terms of copy paste and potentially plagiarisms, no? So yeah, they are, no? Actually, I already uh, tested this for plagiarism. It has a high plagiarism. So I already sent this to the leader. And for those of you who have not tested this for plagiarism or for grammar, do it, guys. No? So good thing, because overall this is just 29%. Overall, which means I rated it, the machine rated it versus the all the parts of the article, no? But if it's only on literature, it's like 80 to 90%. So have pity on the authors, no, the original authors. They have exerted effort to be original and to come up with these ideas first. So you don't just plagiarize. So what you can do is you rephrase these statements and analyze the things. Okay, no need to, not really no need, but you cannot plagiarize, no? Okay. And some other parts, yan, follow the sample of citation. So if you write like punctuations, if it's in the parentheses, the period is after the citation, not before, no? Here, name, blah, 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 director of last name and the year, no? So you can use, for example, according to Perlada 2020, according to Perlada, 2020. So that's how do it, no? Halimbawa, if Perlada is at the end of the paragraph, you say market adjustment and say you don't have to put, by the way, the title of the book or the research, no? No need. I'm not really no need, but do not put it. Okay, because it is assumed, because they can find these details already in the reference section, including the title, the date, and everything, no? So you don't need to do not place it in the literature or any part of the article. I mean the title, no? So just place the surname, the organization, or the organization, comma, then the year, no? So if it's placed in as, you place parentheses, comma, and year, no? Okay. Yan, mga format. So medyo nakaka-violent reaction. Because it's already in the video, so it appears like you did not watch the video, no? So always, guys, it's always what I do, no? Because for many practices now, when I submit my article for publication journals outside, I always check, or I always ask someone to recheck it, because sometimes you get so tired, no? So with you guys, you can ask someone within your group to check it, review. There won't be any potentially complications. Okay. So some of the lines are very, very plagiarized, because I know this is not yours. Like for example, now is the time to silent. Online engagement is surging. Social distance in distancing places. I don't think these are your expressions. For example, ito, during these are news, feeling ko, no? Business Mirror. I read Business Mirror. Director, blah, 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 description ng author, then tell pa. It's so predictable. Yan. Yung mga ano. So, hindi na-highlight yung... So, remember, hindi ko na-highlight yung iba because these are similar mistakes that is being practiced along the way within the article, no? Yan, dami. Yan. Okay. I don't want to forget this. Remember, I always mention to sa topic. Sa topic may parang ginawa kanina dito sa introduction, no? Bawat, yan. alam niyo na specific topic on marketing and logistics. Oh, okay, marketing and logistics. Saan dito marketing and logistics? Diba? So, lagyan na ng subtopic. Kasi sa sample may subtopic na naka-italicize, hindi naka-boldface. For example, this is about logistics. I'm not saying this is logistics. Phase 1, naka-black font. Ito po pala ang size natin, ha? 12 ang font size, including all. I will allow doon sa data, like yung nasa table, but not description ng table, description ng numerics, numerical value, at not the interpretation. So, font yun. So, i-allow yung sa loob ng table, description ng table and description ng numerical value from, 10 and a font. Pag back to this should be yung ano natin, di ba? So, 12 siya, then nakita-size. Okay? It means that this is the topic for the succeeding paragraph. So, lagyan natin yun para hindi mawala yung reader. That's in the video that I told you, no? So, this is just an example, ha? Example only. So, size. For now. Okay, methodology. Yeah, I think what happened, the methodology is going to be very simple to change the details lang naman, no? So, population is something, hindi na ako nag-expand sa inyo lecture, but I should have. But, we can always have individual question and answer kasi iba-iba kasi kayo ng research eh. So, some instances, guys, many of us, we are using purposive yes, no? Purposive in the sense because we know the criteria of respondents. For example, they should be aged this way, they should have level of literacy this way, they should have income this way. But at the same time, most of you are also seeing, aside from purposive sampling, convenience sampling. Meaning, when you talk about convenience sampling, these are samplings that are available, respondents that are available, no? So you should put purposive and convenience sampling technique, okay, for the quantitative research. Convenient siya kasi kung sino available eh. Hindi naman natin pwedeng mahanap siya to certain institutions or school, no, or organization. Minsan kung sino lang talaga available na nagfo-fall doon sa criteria. So convenience sampling siya, no? Okay. So you have to be specific with the location, no? Specify which city or cities. So even if you have, ilan ba kayo? 33. Yan. So, which city are you getting your residence, or which barangay community, then the city, no? Barangay, city, or Philippines. If it's multiple city, then pwede ng city and Philippines. Instrument. Okay, it says here Google Form Survey Questionnaire. Okay, the title of your survey is not the Google Form Survey. Google is just a platform. It is not the survey itself, no? If you would notice, no, mga survey naman na ginawa ninyo, di ba? Based on, ano ba yung consumer preference. Oh, paano naging Google Form Survey yan? Eh, yung mga statement, hindi naman about Google. Okay? So, go to the video and look for it. So, maybe this survey on logistics ba or marketing, di ba? Marketing blah, blah, blah survey, ganon. Hindi yung Google Form. And you can explain it kung ano yung purpose ng survey na to. Katulad nung may sample na binigay ako. So, tama naman to, may strongly agree, blah, blah, blah. But what's the purpose? Okay? I think you only define what is a survey. Pwede naman, i-define mo. Kaya lang, baka masyado ng masalita. No? Okay. So, ano yung isa pang survey? Kung survey yan. Okay. Data gathering. You can use the sample that I gave you. That's the standard, You can rephrase it, but do not change the idea. No? The researcher need to endure the fact that others don't want to participate. You don't have to state that already. Maybe pag nag-present kayo ng research na to, you can have the story or narrative of difficulty. But data gathering procedure, so it's only about data gathering, not data gathering and your difficulty. Okay? So yan, may leader of the group. Okay, of course, no? We know naman the leader have really exerted effort but of course, we have a rating system for honesty. Follow up through chat, blah, blah, blah. Wag na. You can say kung paano nyo nakuha, like through Messenger, through Google Form, email ba, etc. You can say that kasi that's data gathering, no? Then the ethical blah, 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 baka hindi ko lang na-check. You just try to check it with the sample. Ayan. So I took note, don't be dramatic. Just state the standard data gathering and not dramatize the difficulty. Okay, what data analysis? So sequence lang based on the flow of the question. Halimbawa, based on question number 1, what is the statistical treatment? I think this is data analysis ba? Yeah, okay. Pwede naman. Ano yung number 1? What treatment? Number 2 question, anong treatment? Number 3, anong treatment? Etc. etc. So general comments, check the grammar again. The grammar rating for this is 62, which means meron pang mga mali, no? So just check it. There are free grammar checkers. Ang ginawa ko, pag nagsisearch ako ng grammar checker or checker for grammar, so maraming lalabas yan ng mga websites. So minsan, yung mga free, one time lang siya pwedeng gamitin, then mag-expire na. No? So go to the other website. Yun lang. No? So hindi rason yung walang checker. Meron talaga yan. Then again, nadaanan na natin to, yung font, yung titling, etc. So, format guys, hindi tayo pwede mag-present yung tayo yung maiba. Hindi ganun sa research. We have to follow a template. In fact, when you submit this for publication on journals, you will be asked to follow their format, no? Wala pong creativity sa mga format na yan. Ang purpose nila is to present it professionally and formally, no? So maganda naman yung research, yung may plagiarism lang, yun ang hindi maganda, no? Okay, so much for that. Thank you very much for listening. I will post this video and you can have questions and you can have clarifications with me. So my advice is for the rest of the group, try to review this video first. I will not yet check the rest of the output, and if you are very sure that you did not violate some of these observations, then tell me. You can check your work, no? So, kasi sure ako na meron yan mga violations ng iba. So, I hope that you can recheck it. Okay? So, thank you very much for listening. Just wait for this video to be posted.